It's me, Jordan Long here, and today, I'm gonna talk about this one thing that happens. Well, it's not bad or anything, but it's just something, you know. So I don't know. How many times has someone ever told me this? You know, and this is the last time I'm talking about this, and then I'll be done with it. It's nothing bad, you know. It's nothing that but it is something I have talked about a lot. Shifter being your friend. I used to hear my haters used to say that all the time. They used to say, "Oh, shifting is your friend." Well, if it was my friend, let's be earnest about that. Friends have strengths and weaknesses like everyone. So if Film Shifter was my friend, or any film shifting tool was my friend, they would have a lot of weaknesses. And one of the weaknesses would be cutting out films and bringing films back together. And I already told you all the weaknesses of all the film shifting tools I worked with. Well, anyway, we're not winning them over. Alright. So, anyway, you ever known how it's like, you know, when you. Alright. So, sad for clearing my throat. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Anyway, why am I getting frightened about what I want to talk about like I think I don't have the right to talk about it? It's my YouTube fairway, and I'll talk about it if I want to, as long as it's not unlawful, and as long as it isn't, as long as I'm following the YouTube followership oversight, YouTube oversight. So, anyway, this does tend to happen. So, you'll have someone out there who hears you do when you bring up you do you, like I've been on YouTube for 7 years, all right, but I don't do it as a job. Now there are a lot of YouTube mates out there do it as a job, and they tend to be like this. Oh well, you should be a mate, you know. You should look into being a YouTube mate. I don't really think I want to do all that. I don't really think I want to get a Google AdSense, and I really don't think I want to have a toll reckoning, and I don't have enough followers or enough watch time on my films or anything like that. So I don't really think being a YouTube mate is going to work out for me. Oh well, you should be one. You know, you can get gouged. Yeah. Then you can, and then you have, and then you get a toll gathering on yourself because you're making gold, and then you have to always be frightened about if you're following the YouTube followership oversight, YouTube mateship oversight, YouTube oversight, Google AdSense oversight. Yeah, way more oversights to follow. Yeah, a lot of folks would say that. I would have folks say, "Oh, I was like you once." And then I got bored one day and I started filling out all the things on YouTube. Well, if you weren't like me, one, you wouldn't get bored. Two, you wouldn't be writing out all the shit for YouTube mateship. And three, you wouldn't have a lot you would not have the same track of followers and watching and looking on your films to even get into mateship. And three, you wouldn't have had a Google AdSense or anything like that. So, and you wouldn't have had no toll reckoning to speak of either. So, don't say you were like me. Alright? And there's way too many oversights. So no, I don't really think I want to be. I'm not. I don't want to be a YouTube business mate or whatever they call it. I don't want to be in it. You know, hey, if you don't want that, you don't have to have that. I just thought maybe you'd want to have that. You fought that. Well, I came on YouTube to make films to make folks happy, to make folks glee. I didn't come on YouTube to get a toll reckoning on myself, to get business wise as showing in the beginning, middle, and end of my films, to get a Google AdSense, and then I didn't want to have to be frightened about, does this follow YouTube oversight? Does this follow YouTube followership oversight? Does this follow the YouTube mateship oversight? Does this follow Google AdSense oversight? Yeah, I really don't want to get in all those headaches. So, no thanks. Well, alright. That's your own business. Yeah. And I know there's going to be some YouTube mates out there, and some of them happen, and a lot of YouTube mates, they don't like it when you scave YouTube mateship, or if they do, if they do, yeah. Well, there are going to be some YouTube mates out there that don't, well, some of them don't like it when you say you don't want to be a YouTube mate and you talk about all the downsides it is to being a YouTube mate. And if the only upside you can come up with is that, oh, you'll make gold from it, then that doesn't outdo all the other things. You know? A lot of folks think that's a big thing to them. And a lot of folks, that's their goal. You know, that was their goal for coming on YouTube. Well, that will never be my goal. I will never be a YouTube business mate. That will never happen. You know? And it is what it is. You know? Way too many downsides to the upsides of it. You know? At least with being a nun mate, all you have to follow is YouTube followership oversight, YouTube oversight, ownership law, even though a lot of things in my films, I don't really think that's a big deal. And that's it. I don't have to follow the Google AdSense oversight. I don't have to follow YouTube mateship oversight. And I don't have to be business-wise friendly. Which just say what that is. Yeah, you left out business-wise friendly. Yeah. Making films that businesses or business-wise businesses would want to buy time on. And you see, you could be in good standing with everything. Followership oversight, Webstead oversight, ownership law, Google AdSense oversight. And then somehow you might not be in good standing with business-wise oversight. You're right. There might be someone out there that goes, I don't think that buying business time on a film that has Yoshi talking with Jordan, I don't think that'll work. No, probably not. I don't have enough followers, and I don't got the watch time, and I don't want it anyway. So, I leave you with this. YouTube followership over YouTube mateship, it's not as good as you make it out to be. Not everyone wants it. I don't, and it's going to be the last time I talk about it. I'm Jordan Long, and I hope you like this film.